The India-Canada diplomatic standoff continues to deepen, and a lot of tit-for-tat diplomacy has been playing out in the recent days. Justin Trudeau has meanwhile repeated his claims, which started this entire row to begin with, and has once again, repeated his words which accuses India of being involved in the killing of a Khalistani terrorist on Canadian soil. India continues to give a strong response, shunning all the unsubstantiated claims. Now, Trudeau addressed media on the sidelines of UNGA on Thursday. He again said that there are credible reasons to believe that Indian agents were involved in the killing of a Khalistani terrorist. However, he fell short of giving any evidence for the second time. Interestingly, he also underlined India's growing importance on the world stage. He pointed that Canada wants to continue working with India and is not looking to provoke the country.
There is no question that India is a country of growing importance and a country that we need to continue to work with, not just in the region, but around the world. And we're not looking to provoke or cause problems. But we are unequivocal around the importance of the rule of law and unequivocal about the importance of protecting Canadians and standing up for our values. That's why we call upon the government of India to work with us.
Meanwhile, amid the India-Canada diplomatic row, pressure also seems to be building on Canada's Five Eyes allies, who are also India's crucial partners and have stopped short of supporting Trudeau. They say they are in touch with both sides and are waiting for the investigation to be completed. Now, US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, however, clarified that there is no wedge between US and Canada over the issue.
We support the efforts that they are undertaking in this investigation, and we have also been in touch with the Indian government as well. And I will leave it at that for today, only to say that I have seen in the press some efforts to try to drive a wedge between the United States and Canada on this issue. And I firmly reject the idea that there is a wedge between the US and Canada. We have deep concerns about the allegations, and we would like to see this investigation carried forward.
The events that ensued in the past few days have brought India-Canada ties to their lowest point. But let's quickly summarize what has led to this current situation. On Tuesday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his government had credible allegations linking Hardeep Singh Nijjar's killing with the agents of the government of India. Now, this allegation was coupled with expelling of a senior Indian diplomat in Canada. India was, of course, quick to react. It called these allegations absurd and motivated, and also expelled a senior Canadian diplomat thereafter. Later, Canada issued a travel advisory urging its citizens to exercise high degree of caution while travelling to various regions of India. In a tit-for-tat move, once again, India also issued an advisory for Indian nationals and those travelling to Canada. It mentioned that in view of growing anti-India activities and politically condoned hate crimes and criminal violence in Canada, they need to be cautious. Strong words to go out from a diplomatic platform. The Canadian government has rejected this advisory and has marked itself as a safe country. Not just this, on Thursday, India also suspended visa services for Canadian citizens over what it says are security threats against diplomats in Canada. Now, hitting out at the Canadian government, Indian Ministry of External Affairs yesterday said that Canada is becoming a safe haven for terrorism and organized crime.
If there is any country, if you're talking about reputational issues and reputational damage, if there's any country that needs to look at this, I think it is Canada and its growing reputation as a place, as a safe haven for terrorists, for extremists, and for organized crime. And I think that's a country that needs to worry about it.
Now, this indicates that row is now much beyond the issue of Khalistan. Trade ties between the two nations have already hit a pause. The large Indian diaspora in Canada is also concerned now. According to reports, some Indian students are already struggling for food and housing in Canada. And now they have been warned as anti-India activities increase. Reportedly, some Hindu families are worried and are receiving threats from extremists as well. Meanwhile, another terrorist was gunned down on Canadian soil. Khalistani extremist Sukhdev Singh has been killed in gang rivalry. Two rival groups have claimed responsibility of the attack. Winnipeg police, while confirming his death, has said in a statement that they are now conducting an investigation on his killing. The world is watching as the spat escalates between the two nations, and with each passing day, the Canadian Prime Minister is losing face as Ottawa still has not shared the credible evidence that they keep speaking about. Trudeau claims that he still has it, but is yet to produce. Meanwhile, critics are questioning if these allegations are a mere plot to garner political mileage from Khalistani separatists in Canada.